When you walk into a school, I guess you'd call it a vibe. But when you walk into a school, any school in the province, you get a feeling. Is this a warm, welcoming place? Is it a happy place? Are kids comfortable here? And it's hard to put your finger on it, but we were determined that whatever we did, we would try and make a school that was warm and welcoming to the kids and to the parents. I was inspired from a very young age. My father came from a very large family, and he was asked to leave and go find his own way when he was only 13 years old. So he bummed all the way around North America. Wherever he went, he dragged his violin with him. And whenever he could, he took a few lessons. And he was a very fine, very gifted musician. So he was interested in me taking music. I took 9 years of accordion, which was popular in those days.
Yeah, we were married August 1st, 1959. Fern came from Toronto. He had been there 5 years, and that's where I met him.
She convinced me that something I might like to do is become a teacher. So we sold everything, came out here, and the rest is ancient, ancient history.
He had taken a technical course in Toronto, and he took all those fun courses like dress designing, magazine illustration, a lot of art courses.
He was appointed onto the Fine Arts Council, which Don Portlands was president at the time.
Now, I knew Fern before. He had taught my children, and we had worked at Centennial together. He used to be kind of bored with teaching his French, I think it was, and he would come in and sit in my art class. And I knew then that he was a true artist at heart.
I was able to convince council through the Recreation Commission to send 3 of us to a national U.S. Park and Recreation Convention. And I believe it was then that the seed was planted in his head of having a cultural facility like the Place des Arts. And what a serendipitous thing when we come back shortly thereafter, the Millardville RCMP detachment left this building.
We needed to somehow put in a word to see if we could get this. Well, it was interesting because we sent Fern, and who better to send than Fern, because Fern knew things that we didn't know.
Fern really wanted this building because he could see the potential. He went to Jim Tunn, the mayor of Coquitlam.
He went in and said, we need the building. They said, lots of people need the building. He said, yeah, but we don't need any money. We just need the building. These were the key words. None of us understood this, but Fern did. He said, you can have it for 6 months.
Get this program going for 6 months and make a success of it, then we'll take it from there and we'll go on to the next step.
It wasn't entirely suited at all to being an art center, but they made it work. And in that capacity, I got to know the people that were making it work.
He seemed like a kind person and someone that I wanted to get to know, but I didn't realize how passionate he was about the arts until I talked to him more and realized how much time he had spent.
I first met Fern back about 30 years ago as well when I first started. And I would come in on Saturdays at that point, and I'd see his daughter Anita. She'd be working at the desk, and his wife Cecile was there very often, accounting.
So I would say, make sure, okay, that tonight you have this and such meeting, and tonight you have this other meeting, and tonight you have to drive the kids to their piano lessons because we only had 1 car. So it was just another activity for us. But I think it was a lot of benefits. You know, the Place des Arts one, this baby of his, it benefited our family tremendously because it became a family affair.
The Place des Arts that we have today is a result of Fern's passion and dedication and the role he played in the original philosophy which is our mission now. Art is for everyone, quality instruction, talented people, and a warm, welcoming environment. And Fern has attributed Place des Arts' success to the teachers, to the wonderful teachers we have here. And he's right.
The thing that Fern did for me is he really changed my life. In the late 90s, I was a single dad, and as a man teaching young children music, it wasn't valued as much as other kinds of jobs. And I remember one day I was talking with Fern, and Place des Arts had just expanded, and I said, "Wow, Place des Arts sure is growing, and it's a beautiful new building, and it's great to see so many people coming to Place des Arts." And he looked at me and he said, "Well, Miss Dry, it's because of people like you that make Place des Arts." And that really changed my life, and it gave me so much confidence.
Fern has a really special way with people.
He's really sort of a neat guy to have around. He's always full of ideas.
I want for the kids that are coming through here to have an experience that they'll remember for the rest of their lives.
I think when I was younger, music was just a place where I found myself really challenging myself and trying to grow and just become a better musician. And in doing that, I was growing as a person and becoming a better person.
Place des Arts has supported me and my music in many ways, having excellent teachers, always having performance opportunities, and really just having a space where music is a positive thing and somewhere where everyone can enjoy their music and the music of others.
Place des Arts provides a really unique and special place in the life of our community.
Fern says himself he dreams in Technicolor, and I think that's so true.
I think Fern is a dreamer.
He is an icon, and he's always been an incredibly important part of our community.
He never gives up, he never says no.
He is kind of tenacious when he wants something done. And so I think that's one of the reasons Place des Arts is successful as it is.
The only place that you'll find success before work is in the dictionary. And so he conveyed that to his fellow board members, and he expected them to work in order for there to be success. And the success that we've experienced and others have experienced in the Place des Arts is quite memorable.
Well, he's still on the committee. He's not president, but he still has enough on his plate to keep him going and keep him out of my hair sometimes, I suppose.
He works hard at what he wants to accomplish. He gets it done, but he does it in a way that makes sure that everyone involved feels like they were a big part of it, and everyone involved knows in their hearts as well, though, that it wouldn't have happened without Fern.
Fern, you've often said to me, onward and upward, and so I say to you, onward and upward. Thanks for your 40 years of dedicated service to Place des Arts.
Congratulations on 40 years, you're an incredible gentleman, and I really value your friendship.
You were the guy who kept all the nuts and bolts together and made the place work through all those years. And congratulations, and you deserve the best.